There are moments in life when everything feels like it's falling apart. Problems stack up, bills show up, health scares happen, relationships get shaky, and when that happens, we focus on what's going wrong. But today I want you to think about something different. Think about what didn't go wrong, because sometimes the biggest blessings in your life are the disasters that never happened. I can't even begin to count how many times I've been spared in my life. Car accidents, close calls, situations that could have gone very differently. Let me give you just one example. I remember driving down the street one day, normal day, nothing special. I was approaching an intersection. The light was green, the road was clear, everything looked normal. There was a car on the other side waiting to make a left turn. It was waiting for me to pass so it could turn safely. I was just about to enter the intersection, and within a split second, before my front tire even crossed the line, a big pickup truck flew through the red light. I mean, flew at least 50 miles per hour, didn't slow down, didn't tap the brakes, just blew through the intersection like the red light didn't exist. I didn't even have time to react. If I had been 2 seconds faster, that truck would have hit me directly on the driver's side door, right where I was sitting. I've replayed that moment in my mind more than once. 2 seconds, that's it. Where would I be right now? Alive? Dead? If alive, would I be in a wheelchair? Would my life have been permanently changed? But here's the part that gets me. I didn't avoid that accident. That accident avoided me, just because I was about 2 seconds slower than I could have been. 2 seconds, that's protection. And that's what I mean when I say we don't think enough about the things that didn't happen. We complain about traffic, we complain about delays, we complain about being slowed down. But what if some delays are shields? What if being 2 seconds late is the reason you're still here? During COVID, we saw how fragile life really is. The world shut down. Fear was everywhere. Hospitals were overwhelmed. Families were grieving. And somehow you made it through. Maybe you got sick and recovered. Maybe you were exposed and never knew it. Maybe the virus passed right by your door. In Haiti, where resources are already limited, many expected devastation on a massive scale, and yet the impact was far less than what experts predicted. That makes you pause, not to argue, not to debate, just to pause. Sometimes you are protected in ways you don't fully understand, not because you're better, not because you're smarter, just because life gave you mercy. There's a verse I grew up hearing in my mother's church, Psalm 136, verse 1. Give thanks, for his mercy endures forever. You don't have to turn that into a sermon. Just think about the word mercy. Mercy means something harmful could have happened, but didn't. Mercy is the accident that missed you, the diagnosis that never came, the mistake you almost made, but didn't, the wrong turn you didn't take. Mercy is 2 seconds. And when you start thinking like that, your perspective changes. Yes, you have problems. Yes, life is complicated. Yes, things aren't perfect, but you are still here, still walking, still breathing, still thinking, still capable. That pickup truck could have rewritten my entire story, but it didn't. And I refuse to live like that doesn't matter. So when I tell you to be grateful, I'm not telling you to ignore your struggles. I'm telling you to balance them. For every problem you can name, there's probably a disaster you can't see that never happened. For every complaint, there's a moment of protection you forgot about. Maybe you were spared from something that would have broken you. Maybe you were slowed down for a reason. Maybe you're alive today because of 2 invisible seconds. So instead of obsessing over everything going wrong in your life, take a moment, think about the intersections you crossed safely, the accidents that missed you, the illnesses that passed you by, the moments that could have been worse, and say something simple: thank you. Not dramatic, not loud, just aware, because sometimes the greatest blessing is not what you received, it's what you were spared from. And if you're still here today, that means you've been protected more than you realize. Mercy is 2 seconds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If something in this message made you pause, if it reminded you of a moment you were protected, then don't just scroll past it. Take one simple action. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and share this with someone in your life who needs perspective right now. When you do that, it tells me something important. It tells me this message reached you. It tells me it mattered. And it tells me the way these reflections are delivered is connecting with your spirit and helping you grow. That's how we build something meaningful here. Not noise, not hype, but real impact. And if you're still here, that already means something.